What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to yet another episode of Freshman Finance. My name's Patrick.
And I'm Basha, and today we're talking about keeping track of all your accounts. Over time they can pile up and it's so easy to forget you even have an account.
Let's go. Now, it can be a real pain in the ass to keep track of all the different accounts that an individual or a couple have together, especially making sure you update the right information, cancel when you need to, and especially for us, we moved around quite a lot, so it got really complicated.
And as you guys go on this journey, you're gonna grow your portfolio, and you might open up a few investment accounts, bank accounts, credit cards, you're gonna get to take some loans out, maybe mortgages, student loans. And all of this could potentially be with different providers. So yeah, we feel your pain when it kind of can get a little out of control.
And all these different providers, you're gonna have different logins, usernames, and passwords for each, and it can be very difficult to remember.
Exactly, and the other thing that we wanna keep in mind is that unfortunately in today's day and age, all the really important shit still comes through the post. So if you're not updating your contact information, you might be missing out on some really important stuff.
And we can tell you firsthand, we've both been burnt in the past by not updating the right information because we've moved, or forgetting to cancel a certain product because we moved country.
Yeah, it was pretty painful.
One lesson I learned about neglecting accounts came early on in my investing career. I'd opened up a brokerage account and I think I threw in about £500. I had all this expectation and anticipation to create my own investment strategy, and for whatever reason, life got in the way and it sat on the sidelines and I completely forgot about it. Fast forward a few years, I was scrolling through some old emails and I saw the name of the investment brokerage account and it triggered my memory and I remembered about the £500 that I'd invested. I logged onto the account, lo and behold, that number had dropped from 500 down to 420. I'd been getting dinged maintenance fees throughout the whole time and I had no idea. So that was me just being neglectful and losing out on money because I wasn't organized and I wasn't tracking all of my accounts.
So my story is about how I got fucked by not canceling an old credit card. So let me set the scene. I moved to London about 4 years ago from Canada. And when I moved, I had canceled all of my accounts and my outstanding credit cards, or so I thought. I clearly must have let one slip. And to be honest, I don't know what happened to the physical credit card. I was under the impression that if it expires, that means it's closed. Not true. So a couple of months ago, I got a call from my parents who said that Collections Canada is looking for me. For those that don't know what Collections Canada is, it's an agency that hunts down people who don't pay their debt. So I was a bit freaked out. I got in touch with them and they told me that I had over $3,000 in credit card debt that the bank was trying to get me to pay. So 2 problems with that. 1, I thought the credit card was closed. 2, the bank had my old contact details in Canada, which obviously I no longer am there. So they couldn't get in touch with me. What ended up happening is there was a fraudulent activity on that credit card. So someone bought 2 airline tickets under fake names and charged my credit card. That entire time that I was unaware of it, I was ranking up interest and I was ranking up late and penalty fees. And so it came up to about $1,000 pure interest and fees. I ended up working with a bank and we figured out that it was fraud and we could prove it, and they were able to knock down some of the fees and clear out the actual cost of the tickets. However, I did end up having to pay 500 Canadian dollars for the penalties that I owed the bank. So pretty fucking painful. On top of that, because I have so much bad technically debt now, my credit score is probably screwed. So if Patrick and I ever try to move back to Canada, I don't know if I'd actually be able to get a credit card. So massive lesson learned. So these are just 2 examples of what could actually go wrong if you're not keeping track of your account. So what Patrick and I have done is actually, from these lessons, created an Excel sheet where we track all of our accounts, both our bank accounts, credit cards, as well as all of our loans. And so today we're just gonna walk you guys through it, and we've posted a link below so you guys can download it and use it yourselves. So as I said, we posted the link to this Google Doc in the note sheet. So once you click on the link, the first thing you should do is either go to File and Make a Copy, which will save it into your Google Drive, or Download As, and you can opt to download it as an Excel and edit it there. So what we've done is we've divided the sheet into assets and liabilities. So under assets, we've got all of your investment accounts, and whether it's a pension, an investment account, as well as your bank accounts. So I'm going to walk through all of the fields that we fill in. So under type, you can scroll down and pick the actual account that you have. So let's say we're talking pension account. You want to do a description, so you say that it's with legal and general. You would post a link to their website. You would note down what your account number, so it could be something that I'm currently just making up, your login, if there's an online account, and a password hint. So we say hint because this is a Google Doc and it is going to be saved on your computer or in the cloud. So what you don't want is somebody accessing this and literally having all the information they need to log into your account. So I would just give myself a password hint. So mine would be like mom's favorite movie, let's say. If you have any recurring payments, so if you make monthly contributions to your pension, what is the amount? Let's say it's £250, and any additional notes that you may need. And you would repeat this process over and over again for all of your other accounts. If you've got an online broker, you would do the same thing again. And so as you can see that these are drop-down menus, and Patrick and I basically wrote down all of the accounts that we have and are aware of. If, however, you want to change that in any way, if you scroll over to your right-hand side, you'll see that I've listed out all of the investments. So if you have something else that you want to write here, you would just enter it here. So other, test, and then you would be able to now have it in your drop-down menu. The same would apply for bank accounts. Exact same information fields. And again, you would say what type of account do you have, and you would walk through the full thing. Again, similar thing on liabilities. So any types of loan you may have, so you could have a car loan. You would describe it that this is potentially for your Honda Civic. Website, I don't know if you need the contact information for the car dealer. Any account number that you have regarding this car loan. So maybe it's, with NatWest, whatever their account is, your login details, again, just password hint. So under total outstanding, you type in how much you actually have still left. So I've got £10,600 still owing. Payment due date, so when are the monthly payments due? So mine are due on the 10th of every month. And the payment amount is how much you're paying down each month. Any additional notes, so for example here you could put when your final payment would be. So mine is May 10th, 2025. Feel free to customize your notes. Then you have a section here for credit cards. So you would list the same thing so that you don't do what I do, think that your credit cards expire when in reality they don't. So keep track of any credit cards you have. And then the same thing applies to your household bills. So if you have council tax, any information that you need, your gas bill, login account. And then we've kind of left you guys a blank where it says other. And for us, this Excel sheet covers everything that we currently need information for. But if you have anything else that you think would be relevant to keep information here, this is the area that you can add it in. And again, it's a completely customizable Excel sheet. We've designed this just to give you guys a head start. Feel free to download it, change the descriptions if you feel something is missing. This is just to give you guys kind of a template. So I hope you found that very helpful.
In this episode, we hope that you guys have learned a lot from the mistakes that we've already made, and we really hope that you get a lot of value out of this resource that we've created to help you track all of your accounts.
That's right, and thanks so much for watching. As always, don't forget to leave your comments below, and we cannot wait to see you guys in the next video.
Ciao.
See ya.